Well, boys and girls, you're gonna. Oh, good, Penny. Oh, Judy, I need I need your assistance, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Penny,
Hey Lisa, how are you?
I'm good, but the nurse is here, and she needs to talk to me about my mother, so I need you guys to entertain yourselves briefly. Maybe Donna and Judy, you guys can all discuss some send out card stuff.
Yeah, they know more about it than I do because I haven't joined yet
Oh,
because it's just been one thing right after another with me.
oh,
Ever since I fractured my hip, everything
oh,
went downhill.
oh, well, that's not good. Hey,
No,
Maureen, I got a big favor to ask you.
What's that?
Will you want to run the meeting for a little bit right now? Look, she's like,
Okay.
what?
What?
No, the nurse practitioner lady is here to see my mother and has some
Okay.
questions for me, and I'm wrapping it up, but she hasn't left yet, so I need to go attend to that. I thought
Absolutely.
I'm going to leave it open and recording, and I'll get back as soon as I can, but please entertain yourselves about send out cards if you will.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
And
you.
if the cat makes an appearance, just laugh and carry on.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be back shortly.
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Oh boy. Hi.
Hi, Maureen.
Hey.
Hi, Donna
Hi,
and
Hi.
Donna.
Judy.
How are you, Donna? We haven't seen you in a while.
Uh, Doing okay. They changed my schedule at work, so I I have to work in the office on Thursdays, and I can't be part of. I can listen to the call, but I can't really be a part
Oh.
of it unless I'm working from home. And then this week I had to change my schedule because I have an appointment with Social Security because I'm about to retire.
Good for you.
So, and then that won't be an issue.
No. No.
Yeah,
So
so
that's good. Good for
it's like,
you.
well, I'll jump on today because I'm working from home at least till 2:30.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a long time for me, but okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to retiring.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. I
Yes,
was
I've
put
been with
into a, go ahead.
yeah, I've been with this company for 20, it'll be 22 years.
Wow.
This November. Of course, I won't be working then because I
Right.
plan on retiring in June or July. So, but it's like that's still a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yep. So does anybody have any questions about send out cards? I know we do a lot of them. A lot of us already know a lot of what we're doing and everything, but does anybody have any questions? Hi, Kathy. Lisa will be back. She had to go take care of something with her mother. So she's asked me to kind of run it for a little while. So that's why it's me talking and not
Awesome,
Lisa.
thanks.
You're welcome. Kathy, you got any questions or how have you been?
I've been very good, thank you. I
That's
saw
good.
about your class you took. That sounded exciting.
Oh my God, that was the most amazing, amazing thing. And I know this is a send out cards, but I'll tell you right now, this book, this book Worthy by Jamie Kern Lima, it I'm only on page, what page? 12. And I've already got so many nuggets.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Well, you are
yeah.
worthy.
Well, I thank you. I don't always feel worthy, and I mean, I know this is send out cards and stuff, but I had a dad who had an absent father. And then when he came back in, he totally destroyed my life with his comments. I was on
Oh,
track to go to law school. I wanted to be a lawyer. I was going to go to law school. He came back into my life and he just totally did everything like a lot of bad parents and bad people do. You know,
Aw,
you're not
I'm sorry
good
that happened
enough.
to you.
You're not fat, Maureen. You're just short for your weight. You're never gonna marry a good man. No good man is ever gonna want you. He did all that. He just destroyed me.
Oh, I'm sorry that happened to you, but you know, you can take what happened and with God's help, turn it around to something way better.
Yeah, and you know, and thank you, Kathy. And there's years that I don't, or days and months and years that I don't even think about any of that. But then all of a sudden, every now and then, it just creeps back in. You know, it just creeps back in there. So, but
I always tell my kids, just because they say it, don't make it so.
That's good advice.
yeah, it took me a long time. But and then he died. He died like 2 years, I think 2 years ago. So I did talk to him right before he died, though. I did have a conversation with him. So I helped a little bit, but
Yeah, hopefully that helped.
yeah. So, ladies, any questions about send out cards?
Well, I guess I get confused on the different options that are to offer people. So finally, I kind of triggered in on that because I had been avoiding the 10 card challenge. Somehow it just didn't, wasn't sure it was right, but I'm kind of seeing the benefit of it. So I kind of created a send out card with the 10 card challenge on it. And I'm gonna test that and see how that works. Because
Great.
it's really no commitment, you know, it's not a big commitment for people. I guess the reason that I hesitated is because why do people want to learn the whole system for just 10 cards? And I couldn't get past that, you know.
Right. Nope, I understand that. I totally understand that, but the goal is to have them continue it once they see.
Yeah, once
This-
they see it. Mhm.
Yeah, once they see it. And I don't advertise the 10 card challenge
Mm.
for the same reason. And I thought about it like a week ago. It's like, I think I need to start talking about the 10 card challenge because that's a pretty good thing to advertise and to talk about. And so I'm especially
Does
with the
anybody,
holidays, like Easter's coming up and St. Patrick's Day, and then we have some other holidays. So I thought, well, maybe I'll start advertising it.
does anybody do a done for you service with the 10 card challenge? Do you offer it, you know, like if people want to buy the 10 cards, does anybody have a program where they offer to do it for them? I wondered if any of you guys do that.
I don't do that. Do you guys do that?
That would kind of defeat the purpose.
You think
Oh.
so?
I have
Yeah.
done that before, though, for a customer. Just
Yeah, I
because
would,
she asked me to.
okay, yeah.
The one thing
Because
I do
I
like,
could see somebody buying the subscription and then you offering it whatever price, you know, I mean, either helping them do it or offering to do it for them, you know, but I struggle
and
with that.
I do like that you can change the return address to whatever you want.
Yes, I love that. That's a great feature, even for just your grandkids and stuff, you know, I think that's a
Right.
great thing. You know, they want to send a card to their friend and they want it to be from them, you know, so I think
Right.
that's a great feature.
Yeah, yeah. Because when I send to the families, on my husband's family, I add his name in the return address. So, Robin, Lisa will be back. She had to go take care of something with Grammy.
She was coming, wasn't her mom moving
She's-
back home?
Yep, she came home yesterday.
Okay.
So
is
the
she?
nurse was there just finishing up and she had a few more questions for Lisa. So, but Lisa said she'll be back.
How's her mom doing?
I'm not really sure. She didn't really say.
Because since she was in assisted living, usually some of the Alzheimer's, they don't come back home unless there's health issues.
No, I believe now I could be wrong, but I think the reason she came back home, Lisa talked about this at one time. Something about all the traveling Lisa used to do. She put her mom in charge, you know, her mom's name on certain things, but then
Yeah.
didn't get her mom's name off it in time.
Oh,
So that was the problem, I believe.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Wow.
basing the charge at the facility on part of Lisa's income and assets, and not just Granny's.
I see. Wow.
So it was like going to run $10,000 a month for her to be
Yeah.
there. And
Wow.
nobody can afford that.
No, that's expensive. My
Yeah.
mother-in-law is in assisted living and just moved into memory care a couple months ago. And she had bought this long-term health insurance, which really, really cut the cost down a lot. And it pays almost all of it.
Oh,
I'm going to make sure I get that when I get older.
It's probably not available anymore.
I don't know. I don't know. They got it after they retired. She's 93 now and they retired in their 70s. So, yeah, who knows if it's available? I'm definitely going to try and get it because I mean, I have Alzheimer's and dementia on my mom's side. And well, of course, my husband has it with his mom. But yeah, it's definitely worth looking into if they have it.
So what have you been doing with send out cards lately? Anybody?
well, I am creating a video series based off of everything that happened on Saturday. I've decided something, a passion that I've wanted to do for many, many years. I'm going to follow through, and I'm going to start a video series. And so last night I was playing around and I created a card to invite people to to the Facebook page where I'm going to start the video series. So I'm waiting to get that in the mail next week to see how it looks, and then I'm going to mail it out to people to come join the Facebook page.
Are you putting a link to the Facebook page are you putting it in a QR code or are you putting it?
Yep, I've made a QR code. I wish I could share my screen because I'd show it to you, but I can't. I don't know how to. I don't know how to share
She
screen.
would have had to turn it over to you before she left, I think.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so I've created the logo. I've created the name. I've come up with the name, created the logo, got the Facebook page, started to set that up, made the card, putting it in a QR code, and gonna mail it. Once I get it, I'm gonna mail it out to people.
Well, that's a good idea. Good way to use your cards.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How soon do you think you'll have that ready?
Well, I got the date and it's funny, the day that I'm starting it is April 5th. Because I want to have time to come up with the ideas and to get stuff going and everybody to get their cards. So I said the date that because I'm gonna go live once a week on Fridays. And then the rest of the week we can all just post in it. And what it is, basically what it's going to be is and I'm sure I'm not the only one, but with everything going on in the world, I'm just tired of all the negative coming at everybody. And I have said for the last 10 years, I wish I could find something that's just happy and fun, where there's no negativity, nothing involved in it. It's just all fun. And it's all happy news from around the world. Because, the good things that people do, not people don't always hear about the good things that we do. It's always the bad and the negative and the this and the that. And so I was like, you know what?
Yep.
I'm gonna do that because I want to hear that. So I changed the name. So now it's gonna be called the Happy Horizon Hub.
Nice.
Happy what?
Happy Horizon Hub.
Okay.
And it's just going to be everything good news, funny news, jokes, anything to make us feel good, to uplift us, motivation, just anything. And Lisa told me the other day, I hope you invite me on that show. And I said, I'll invite you. And the best part is it's not going to have anything to do with my business. I'm not going to talk about my side business. I'm not going to talk about any of that. It's just going to be good, wholesome fun. Maybe not even wholesome fun, but fun. And I figured I'm going to get with my oldest grandson, and I'm going to have him write me some jokes, and I'm going to close each one out with a joke.
That's cute.
And that's what I was thinking about doing.
I like it.
Sounds good.
Sounds
Sounds
great.
good.
And I figure, this is a lot for me too, because I with my anxiety and stuff, and with me not working, sometimes my anxiety is off the wall. So I think it'll be fun.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
And you'll brighten some people's days.
That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. So, Robin, anything with send out cards you want to talk about?
I don't think so
Okay.
that I can think of. I mean, I use it for thank you cards for my team. I was using it for anniversaries and birthdays, but I switched from the unlimited down to the $35 one, which is I'm not sure how many cards that is. I think that is actually suiting what I'm doing better. So
Oh,
for me, it's working better that way. I don't have the time in the day to just do what they want you to do with it, which is, I'm using it more for the business. And I'm doing my anniversaries and my birthday cards for my team members from my Avon site and doing an email one, an e-card. I just didn't have time to sit down because I would have sometimes 20 birthdays or 20 anniversaries for the month. And I wasn't getting time to use all that.
right.
And so, yeah, I'm using it more for family, for birthdays, anniversaries, when I see when someone has someone that's passed away or their pet's passed away. And there's been a lot of that lately in my circle. So
Mhm.
yeah, basically more for that.
I know my squeaker went yesterday. My cat
Like I
Squeaker.
said, yeah. So I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I know some of you have seen Squeaker on the call, or you've heard Squeaker on some of the calls. Yeah, we thought he was doing better, but he took a turn for the worse yesterday.
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, it was hard. It was hard. I was like, oh
Oh,
my
it is
God.
when you lose your fur baby. Of course it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, wow, because it wasn't what I was expect not to get, but I wasn't what I expected when I took him to the vet yesterday. I thought, well, the vet's just gonna up his medicine or something, and he'll be
How
okay.
old? How old was he?
14.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He had health issues already, it sounds like.
Yeah, two 2 or 3 weeks ago, he was diagnosed with diabetes, which I don't understand how he got diabetes. I still don't understand how cats can get diabetes,
I don't
because all
know.
he eats is cat food and drinks water. It's not like a
Right.
dog where you feed them everything.
Huh. I never heard of that before.
Yeah, and then somehow he cut his leg, the side of his back leg, and it got infected really bad. And
Is he an
I was
outdoor cat or just
now he's
indoor?
an indoor cat.
Oh, okay.
But I had been cleaning it every day. I'd been, not to get gross, but I was cleaning it and getting in there and getting the stuff out of it I needed to get out of it. And he was on medication, but when it started to heal, it kept a lot of that stuff in it, so the infection spread.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I don't know a lot about diabetes, but yeah, that is curious to me too, how a cat gets it, because mine are the same. They, have their cat food, and I've been mixing Fresh Pet with it, and yeah, they're indoor cats, so I don't know.
yeah, it was just crazy. One of the vet thinks maybe one of the other cats, because knowing that Squeaker was kind of down a little bit,
Mhm.
One of the other cats might have scratched them or went to play with them or do something, and Squeaker didn't want to. But I'm like, I have no idea how this happened.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
I'm curious, does anybody have a card to promote SendOutCards that you use?
um,
Mhm.
I do not, but I know in one of their sections, God, they actually have cards that you can use
Mhm. Okay.
to
I just
promote
wondered
it,
if
or
somebody had created one that was cute. And do
no.
you know if when you send that big card out, if they put it in I should send myself one so I know, a hard case, like if people have small mailboxes, do they fold it or how is that delivered in something that's more protective of keeping it from getting bent?
No, it's sent in an envelope, and I don't have a small mailbox. I have a slot in the house that goes into a box on the
Got
inside.
it.
But mine have never come damaged. I use those big cards a lot. I
Do
do
you?
send, yeah, because my mom is in Florida. I'm in California, and she's in Florida half the year and New York the other half the year. So she doesn't get to see the grandkids a lot. So anytime I see, one of my sisters or nieces or nephews post good pictures and stuff like that, I put them in a big card and I send them to my mom. They're
Okay.
easier for her to see. And then if she wants to keep one of them, cut them out. Those are great to put in a frame. It's so much cheaper than it is in fact, I just sent myself one because I needed to replace a couple of pictures in my frames. And, like 5x7 and 8x10,
Right.
you can't print it yourself for
No.
what you pay for a big card.
Yeah.
So, and my mom really likes getting the big cards and seeing the pictures, because she's not on a computer. She's never owned a computer. Her phone is a granny phone. It doesn't do anything except take calls, and she doesn't even know how to get messages off of it. So I never leave
Right.
any.
Right. Gotcha. Mhm. So
But
she
yeah,
enjoys
those
it.
big cards are great for her.
And so do they have the same kind of layout options as a normal 5x7 card? Like
Yes.
okay.
Yes. You
Mhm.
can like make a smaller, you can have the print, you can have the image, and then underneath you can, do the text box where you say what this is a picture of, because I said my mom has Alzheimer's and she's had it for a number of years, but she does really well. But sometimes with names. So when I do send her some, yeah, I make sure to do the image one, and I put a box underneath saying, that my son just graduated from college. So this is Anton's graduation day that we went to, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Cool.
The only time it would come with some maybe in a box is if you did a gift with it.
Oh, got it. Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't say enough about those big cards. They're really nice and definitely worth the extra $1.50 that you spend. Yep.
Are there any favorite gifts that you like?
I'm a diehard for the brownies. They really good. I mean, if I'm sending something to one of the younger ones of the kids, like if it's their birthday, and sometimes I send a card when like my niece and nephew, they post their kids, which are young. They got student of the day or something. I'll send them a card saying congratulations, way to go, and maybe send them maybe some jelly beans or something that they like more than just brownies, because there's like 3
Got
of them, and that way they can share where
Yes.
you'd have to
And
send a
eat a
4-pack.
smaller amount of sweets and
Yeah, I just want something small, just something
Uh-huh.
that they'll appreciate, not something that it's going to cost a real lot. So I really like the some of the smaller things that they could share with a sibling if they want, and I wouldn't have to send like a 4 or 6-pack of brownies so that they could do that.
got it.
Yeah.
Sense.
Yeah, and like for losing a pet or something like that, there are little things that you can get to put in the card too. Like little ornament type things, little like note card type things that are in there too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They change it up a lot. So there's a good variety of gift thing items.
The caramels are one of my favorites to send. I just know that a lot of my friends
Yep.
really like the caramels
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
for something
I like
different.
them way too much. If you know what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah, those are very good.
Last, not last winter, but the winter before, I was sending cards to friends, kids that live on the West Coast, so they don't see
Mhm.
snow very often. So I sent
Yeah.
that little snow
Yes,
packet that they
that was
had.
fun.
I sent that to them. I've sent sometimes I've sent the stickers
Mhm.
that go on the cards. I've sent to a few people. I've sent the seed packets to.
Oh, those are nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I've sent the seed packets to.
Are there any colored pencils? Because I heard Lisa talking about coffee color pages and putting a color page, and I wondered if there were pencils that you could include if you did a color page.
There are colored pencils on there. In fact, a few years ago for her son's birthday, I
I
sent
can't
him
find them.
some of the colored pencils. They were there. I haven't checked recently.
All right, I'm on
I
my
think they're
phone.
not.
Let me see if I can find it. Sometimes,
Maybe they just temporary are out.
Yeah, that could be.
Don't
And like
think
they do change things up, so it's possible that
Oh,
they're not there
okay.
anymore.
yeah. I, nope, no such thing for colored pencils.
Oh,
Okay.
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 They
Well,
did, but who knows? Maybe they'll bring them back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes I think they're more in the closer to the summer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The only thing right now they have for pencils is this what's it called? Space stationery. And it's on
Oh,
clearance. It's like it's a ruler and a spaceship
oh,
and a
okay.
pencil.
Okay.
So but I like sending the gifts. A few years ago my husband was in the hospital, and then afterwards he had to go to a rehab hospital for about 2 weeks. And I
Mhm.
sent every nurse that took care of him, the OT, everybody. They told me that the mailman came in with two of those mailboxes, two of those filled with the boxes of gifts, because I sent something to every single person that came in contact with him at the
Oh,
hospital.
that's a good idea. That's
Yeah.
That is a good
very
idea.
nice.
Mhm.
Um, so it's very interesting. It's very fun. I wish I had this share screen option, because we'd
I know
create
we can do
or
espionage.
we'd go stalking. Well, I call it Facebook stalking, not espionage, but
I did that a lot too. I do it when I'm scrolling through Facebook. I will just grab a picture and I have a file that's just send out cards. And then there's files underneath of that, like family, friends, or specific family members. Or when I see a good thank you or a welcome to the team or something like that, I'll copy that image and put it in the file so that when I do need it, I don't have to think, who posted that? Where was it? Go back
yeah.
and find it. So I just save that right away so that when I need it, I have it.
See, I use Dropbox, so I turn everything over. Once I download it into my gallery, then I send it to my Dropbox,
Mm.
and I have folders like that. SOC Christmas ideas, SOC January ideas, SOC. I have
Mhm.
stuff like that. Um,
Yeah, I do the
Let's
same
see.
thing with Avon. I have all different
Yeah,
categories of things, the live shopping, the deals for that campaign, the hot buys, that kind of stuff.
yeah,
And then any other pictures that I think will need some time in the future. And yeah, in our one group, we've been having these people post the things for every holiday, like thank you for your order and stuff like that. Those are working great because I'm downloading those. And if they've posted like that an online order, sometimes I'll do a card and sometimes I will just send them an e-card with that, and not an e-card from Avon, but on my shuffle, and I will thank them for their order, or just a regular message thanking them for their order with the
Yeah.
with that. I did a Valentine one. They just had a St. Patrick's Day one. Yeah, there's some creative people out there, and they're sharing them and posting them and not putting their names on them, which is good, so that anybody can use them. Those are
Speaking,
great things.
sorry,
Go ahead.
I heard you mention Shuffle. I think a lot of people here are Shuffle users, right?
I am.
I don't know
use
if
it
you're
for-
aware, they have a new section in there. So if you're a previous Shuffle user, it's called One QR, and you're grandfathered in for that one QR, and it's a dynamic QR code, and it can it has a frame. You can either put a frame around it, a circle around it, and you can type in it, and it's an awesome dynamic card. So in other words, you can use it for something as small as 2x2, or it's clear enough that you could put on a billboard. They
Wow.
have,
have to check that out.
so go to your account, open up your Shuffle account, and then in another browser, open up oneqr.com, and you'll see it.
Okay.
And it's something you're grandfathered into, and it's an awesome tool. I like it more than Shuffle. I'm really big on it. Yeah, I think you'll like it.
Oh, that's not. Oh, so it's not in Shuffle.
It is part of Shuffle. It's under their umbrella. It's LFI, but it's not in. So you log into your Shuffle
I
account.
see. Okay. Okay.
And then go to a new browser and type in
Got
oneqr.com. And it's a QR code generator. And because you were already a Shuffle user, you should be grandfathered into it. And you can create, and you can see there's like 4 or 5 easy steps that you can create your codes to.
Okay. Yeah, I just did that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's a nice tool. It's a nice tool.
Very cool. Thank you. Yeah, I used to create all that kind of stuff for the business, the QR things, because I used to go out a lot and do a lot of, I did flea markets. I did holiday shows, college, career days, things like that. So I used to have a lot of flyers and stuff like that. I don't do any of that anymore. One of my girls took over the flea market from me years ago, which I was very happy to stop doing. But yeah, so now I do have a lot of that stuff I have to go through and start, getting rid of, so I have some more room in my house.
Yes, I hear you.
I wish I was like Lisa, where I could just take things I don't need and dump them in the trash. I'm not as good with that. I have separation anxiety on some stuff. But I still have to go through paperwork and make sure, because, way back when we were filling out contracts and I have copies of contracts with people's social security numbers, that stuff can't go in my recycle bin. I've got to separate that out so that I can shred it and then put it in the recycle bin. So it's a process.
Well, I turn loose very easy, but I guess there's a downside to that too. Then you sometimes regret it. Oh, where'd that go? I'll throw it away.
Yeah. Yeah. I said we moved my mom and my mother-in-law into the assisted living. So there was a lot of stuff that came into our house then. Now she went into memory care. So she went from a 3-room place down to more or less a 1-room with a bathroom place. So more stuff came our way. My son moved back in after he finished college, so he had a full apartment full of stuff, and my house is just full.
I hear you. You're in California?
Yeah, we live in
What
the
part?
Bay Area. In the Bay
Yeah.
Area?
Yeah, I used to live in Northridge.
Oh, okay. I live in Newark, which is inside of Fremont on the East
Yes.
Bay.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, we're expecting a big storm here starting sometime today with the rain, and they're advising not to travel up to Tahoe. So I see pictures of the snow all the time on the TV because they're calling for a blizzard up there, and they're saying if you're not already there, don't travel.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, but I like it here. Usually it's sunny, and usually we don't get this much rain. I mean, but we really needed it, so which is good. Now I wish they turned the faucet back off, but you know, it's apparently they don't know how to.
Send more of it over to me. Send it over here. We're
Where
not
are you
getting as
at?
many. I'm in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
We're not getting as much rain as you guys are getting. We're getting a hit and miss of rain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's just hope you don't like get it all at once and then you have the flooding going on. I've seen pictures of that. That's not good.
No, and we didn't realize it when we bought the house, but we are in a flood zone.
Oh,
Yeah, we're in a flood zone.
you don't think about that when you move to Vegas, I don't think.
No, you don't, because I was talking to somebody one day and I was like, we don't have fires, we don't have snow, we don't really have the monsoons, we don't really have we don't have hurricanes, we don't have much here. And the person came back and said, yeah, you just have the weather that melts your face off.
Oh, this is true.
And
It would mine. Yeah. I mean, I like the sunshine, but I do like the fog too.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I like foggy days sometimes. Well, I have a lot of succulent plants, and the sun's good for some of them, but some of them it's just too hot for. So the fog works good for some of these. Yep. Yeah, one of my gals moved from up here down to Vegas also a number of years ago. She really likes it. I usually stop in and see her when we're down there. My husband just had a conference in January. We got another one coming up in May for the last one was a sales kickoff. This other one is worldwide. So I usually go in early. We go in a day early because it has a room there. So I'm only there for a day or two, and then he stays for the week. He's already got the room, so might as well.
Right.
I did good this last time. I did not gamble. Nope. Did not gamble because I was saving my money so that when we went on our cruise, I could have some money to gamble with on the first night on the cruise and play bingo with. But then our cruise got canceled 2 weeks before we were supposed to go. Yep.
Wow.
And apparently the next voyage that was supposed to go out, they had only 4-day notice and they canceled theirs. So it's a brand new boat. And the thing is, I guess the boat wasn't ready for ours. And then the next one, I guess they had the boat, but they still needed to do stuff to it before they had their maiden voyage. So we were for April of next year. Yep. Our cruise would be over now. It would have been the last couple of weeks, but yeah. It's a bummer, but they're giving 50% off the next cruise. So, and some other perks they're giving us.
Well, that's
I feel
good.
sorry for those people that only had 4-day notice because this starts over in Spain or Rome. It starts one of them and ends in the other. And like us, we were going in for a couple days early and doing tours there before getting on the boat. And if you have only 4 days, you're probably might be already over there and you've already flown. It's kind of hard to get a, reimbursement on that. And then you're over there and then you got to get a flight back because your boat's you're not going to get getting on a boat. So it's disappointing, but it's better than being on a boat where something goes wrong with it because it shouldn't have sailed. So
Yeah. I saw a friend of mine. She went on. She's actually on a cruise, her second cruise right now. Actually, I should say a friend of mine. She's an acquaintance of mine. She travels. She goes on cruises all the time. Her husband, and her 5 kids. And she mentioned one time that she's thinking about living on the cruise.
I've heard of people that do that. I mean, it's my go-to as far as travel plans. I love cruising. I like being on the water, but we did do a long one to Hawaii, and that was kind of rough. I don't think I want to do that long again. Yeah. We just had a friend that did the around the world cruise. It was like a 3-month cruise. They had a great time. They enjoyed it. They're, retired and everything like that. But living on it full time, don't know that that's for me.
Yeah, I don't think it's for me either.
Yeah.
So, oh, I'm sorry that I can't be of any help because I can't do anything other than we can talk.
I know, I wish, do you have any cards you can show us?
I have a lot of cards. You know what I like? The people who send me their, I mean, sorry. I save all of my cards, which I got to figure out a better system. But I like some of the backs people. Like this was from Cody. This is when I joined. Oh, I sent him a birthday card. Oh no, I sent somebody by the name of David a birthday card. And he did a back where he has Cody and it says, with love in your heart, you can easily change the world.
Oh, that's good.
I like some of the backs that people do. This gentleman, he sends half birthday cards. And all he puts on his is that he's got this stick figure and it just says that card guy.
Oh,
Oh, that's cool. That card guy.
Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get through them.
it's cool, except you're kind of wasting the space that you could be using to
Advertise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I change my
see.
backs depending on who I'm sending cards to. Like if it's family and friends, my husband and I each have like a picture of ourselves. It's not really a picture. It's one of these ones that made up.
The
And
caricature.
phone number and email with it. So
That's cool.
And this one, it's got her information here, and then she's got like a poem. It says, life is like a camera. Focus on what's important, capture the good times, develop from the negatives, and if things don't work out, take another shot.
Oh, I like that. Hold it up and let me copy that. I like that's
That's
what it
cool.
says. Hold it 1 second. I got my camera going.
Okay. Got it?
Not yet.
No, I want to make sure it's all in the screen.
I got it. Yes.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome. This one shows the rainbow, and this card was made just for you with lots of aloha.
Oh, thank you for holding down the fort.
we didn't even know she was in your chair.
Here's another one. This one was from Janelle, who we haven't seen in a while. This one says,
I
make
know.
one person smile. Making one person smile can change the world. Maybe not the whole world, but their world. Start small, start now.
Good.
Yeah,
I
where's
got it.
Janelle? Where's Janelle been?
Yeah. We haven't seen her, and I haven't seen her on Facebook either.
Yeah, she hasn't been doing Teen Time Tuesday either. And she was a regular.
Okay. And then here's another one from somebody that sent me this one. It's just a picture of a tree, beautiful fall tree.
I wonder if she took it or if she stole it like I do off Facebook.
And then there's a QR code with a star in the middle.
I know in the fall time, I go around. If I see a real pretty tree, I take a picture of it. I kind of miss the fall on the East Coast. You know, I'm originally from New York, so I really miss the fall time. But we do have some pretty trees here. So when I see one, I stop and take a picture of it if I possibly can.
Lisa, she didn't have control to drive the screen. Next time I have to leave her control to drive the screen.
No, I'm sorry. Do you mind? Let's do an espionage. You
Yes,
wanna?
please.
That's all right. Sorry.
Yes.
I didn't think about the screen thing, and truthfully, I'm really sorry. I didn't, they didn't tell me what time that lady was coming until 11 o'clock. And I didn't want to wave her off. So I just came in and asked Maureen if she'd be so kind. Um, let's see here. We're gonna do, oh, we gotta do the espionage first. We can't make a card without the espionage. Okay, let's see here. Yes, indeedy. Oh, I love her already, the nurse. You know what she said?
Wow.
She asked me if that was my grandmother. I said, "Oh my God, I love you." I said, "No, it's not my grandmother, but I have a 48-year-old hot boyfriend." That's my fallback. I blurt that everywhere now. Okay.
Oh, wait, did you hear that? She used the B word. Remember, she didn't know about if she was going to use the B word or not.
Oh, boyfriend? Yeah. Yeah. What is up with that? Huh?
Hey, so congratulations for getting on the Avon eConnect. I've seen a
Yeah.
lot of other representatives that are posting the same thing. And I gotta say, Avon did a pretty good job in choosing them. Everybody I've seen are people that I see continuously posting Avon stuff. You
Awesome.
know, I've been kind of disappointed in the past that some of them that get on some of these committees don't really do this stuff, but everybody so far that I've seen that's gotten on it has been very active.
And you're going to laugh about this, but they sent me the email yesterday and said, "Oh, we just realized," because they made the announcement a few days ago. "We just realized that we had your wrong email address." So evidently they hand put them in, because whenever that happens, someone puts you in my last name when they're hand doing them. So instead of cut and paste or getting them from the account, they must have hand put them in. And they just realized that I hadn't answered, and they sent me the thing. But I signed up for that because my new policy is my rule is that whatever's coming down the pike, I'm signing up for, just in case you get some free stuff. And sure enough, you get free stuff doing this thing. So
Oh, okay.
they send you the products ahead so you can make content ahead.
Oh, that's cool.
Trick. I think that's the
Oh,
trick.
yeah.
We'll find out, and I'm sure one of the many meetings I'll be forced to attend. Which we all know how much I love that, but that's all right. I gotta do something. But yeah, and I'm gonna do the espionage, don't worry. But sorry, so my mother came home yesterday. No, was it yesterday? Yes, yesterday, in the wheelchair van, and she can do less than I thought. She can't stand up or sit up or anything. So when
Oh,
in my little
Does she have a
Dreamville,
nurse with her or someone that
no,
takes care of her?
no, you're looking at her. So
Oh,
that's what the
wow.
lady was doing here today. Medicare will pay for somebody to come, but they're trying to decide which program she should be in. So chances are she's going to qualify for the higher level, where someone comes 5 days a week and helps, because I'm having a hard time like dressing her and getting her. And we had like an hour's problem getting her from the wheelchair to the bed because she doesn't participate.
oh,
It's like having a
My
180
girlfriend
pound
did
baby.
that with her dad, and she gave up a really good career in the tech industry with that to take full-time care because she didn't want to put him in a facility because she'd heard so many bad things. And it definitely takes a toll. I mean, that's a lot to do. That's a lot.
Right. Well, and I'm going to make sure to get some help too. I mean, I'm going to pay for some help too, because I don't want it to, you know, change me as a
Consume.
person,
Yeah.
which everything can. I mean, I felt the same way when I adopted Alex. I was bound determined I was going to keep my life, you know what I mean? Not let it consume me, because I want to do the best for her, of course, but I also want to have a life to go back to. So,
That's laid
but
plans.
yeah, yeah. What are you
Mhm.
going to do? What are you going to do, right? You know how much the nursing home is per month?
Mm.
10,800. Yeah.
I know that because my mother-in-law is in a facility here, but I
Yeah.
was saying that she signed up years ago when they retired for this long-term insurance,
Oh,
and
nice.
it's down to like 3,500 because they
Wow.
pay the majority of it. We
Nice.
couldn't believe it.
No, that's awesome.
Well, it
That's
is. I
awesome.
mean, she had a place that got sold, so I mean, so the money from the places she sold could have covered that, but it's even better that this because who knows how long she'll end
Right.
up living.
Right.
Most of
Right. Right.
she's
Right.
93 now, and a lot of her relatives live to be 99, almost 100.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what the story is. And I'm just working out the details because, right, I didn't know, just like when Alex came home, I didn't know what I needed and what I didn't need. So I didn't buy a lot of stuff. I'm having to
Mhm.
get stuff on the fly and stuff. So there we go. So anyway, let's do an espionage and call it a day, huh? Harjeet, I think we sent her one lately, but I love this picture of her son. So let's do that. Harjeet Rathauer is one of the Go Giver Success Alliance people that I'm buddies with. So and she put proud mama U.S. Air Force. So let's do that on the card. That's easy and awesome, right? So we're going to do a quick and dirty, right? This way, horizontal, quick and dirty, flat card. Perfect for the fridge. And thank you again, Maureen. I really appreciate you stepping in. That
Oh,
was
you're welcome. It
you
was,
had that look on your face like, like, what do you mean?
She did a nice job.
Yes.
thank you. I tried.
Now I'm going to upload the download. Here we go. That's a cool picture though, isn't it though, of her son? Look at that.
Yeah.
Perfect fit right there. And let's just go on the back of it and put what she put. Proud mama, uh, Air Force. And then I want to put I mean she knows me anyway, but Team Go Giver, because that's what I've been putting on all the cards to the Go Giver clan. And then
Say,
I always,
thank you for your service. Yeah.
oh, nice. Perfect. I'll put that up here. How about that?
Perfect.
Okay, and I always put some kind of little background like that just because it's not plain. So there's the front, there's the back, and then we're just going to get the address. Fast and dirty. Awesomeness. Yay. And my phone's going crazy, which I don't know why. Yay,
I
yay,
better
yay,
something
yay.
Avon because mine just buzzed at the same time.
Oh,
Mine didn't.
yay. Yeah, I'm wondering what the collective's going to be about, but I was like, anything where you get some free stuff. I'm in. I'm in. Do not leave me out of the free stuff distribution. I know. So, and this is Harjeet, and you don't have to know the spelling of the whole thing. You can put in any of it, including the zip code you would have gotten her in this checkout. And by the way, when you go over, no matter what subscription you're using, once you hit the daily limit, they do have a warning that comes up, so you know when you're paying, in case you're wondering
Yeah.
that. I don't know if any of you hit the limit yet, but I ran across that already. So it does tell you. It comes off with a little banner that tells you.
Mm.
Kathy
Yeah.
had a question about the big cards. She had a question about how they came in the mail.
No. What was the question, Kathleen? They come in a regular envelope.
Yeah, that's what I was just wondering if they were in a hard envelope so they didn't get like if people had
Um,
smaller inboxes, if they fold them in
they
half or
No, they don't fold them in half. It's a big 8.5 by 11 envelope. They used to put a little piece of cardboard in them, but I think they've quit doing that because it was unnecessary. Because
Yeah, the
even like
cards are pretty sturdy.
the cards are thicker, a lot thicker than the normal card stock. So they haven't had a problem with the big cards getting curled or anything like that.
but here all the post office boxes are small. And so that not that I wondered if the post office curled them
Oh,
depending. Uh-huh.
They would
Mhm.
yeah,
probably
I don't
do
know.
what they do when you have a package. They
Maybe
hold
so.
it
Maybe
for
I'm
you.
gonna send myself one so I can know.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, I think you'd have to send one to yourself to know for sure.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. And it would only be if you're on a subscription, it would only be $1.50
Yeah, that's
to find
a
out.
deal.
So
That's a
yeah,
deal.
that's one of
Mhm.
my favorite cards to send too, because I remember it as a kid. You used to be able to go to the store and get one, like it was on the end cap, but it was like a big giant card. And it was so exciting when someone actually bought you one of those. So I mean, it's not, and they had big ones. And
And it costs about $10.
right, when they cost about $10, yeah. And so these are so impactful. It's only $1.50, and they're the same to design as any other size card. They just make them on a big card. Oh, here's Maisie. Yeah, the dog's really excited to see Grammy home. That's pretty funny. So anyway, that's it. What were you, Kathy, what were you thinking of using the big card for?
Actually, just like for family, that one I was thinking of
Oh,
family, but I did consider doing one that to promote send out cards, putting all the
oh, good
I was
idea.
telling them that I had just discovered the power of the 10 card challenge because I kind of had dismissed it just because I thought, why do I want to teach somebody how to do all that for just 10 cards? And
Right.
then I realized that there's probably some power in that. So I thought I'll regroup myself and
Yeah, the
try
10
the
card
10 card
challenge
challenge.
is like I'm trying to think of a good example. It would be like a sampling of any other product line. You know what I mean? They get to try it for way less money than you would spend, because it's $20 for 10 cards. And that
And
includes
no commitment. That's what I think a lot of
no
people are
commitment,
kind of,
and
yeah,
includes the postage, which right now is what, 66 or something? Yeah,
yeah.
60.
Yeah, it
So
went up again. Yeah.
yeah, that's a wicked good deal, I think. There's no other way you could send a card for that kind of money. So I think
Right,
it gives them a
right.
good taste of it. Yeah. Yeah. I love that myself. But the big card, there's so many uses for it, as far as like an autograph card or a keepsake. And I think it would be good for anybody with kids in school,
Hmm.
because when you go to buy pictures now, you
Hmm.
can buy one 8.5 by 10 and then 5 by 7s and some wallets or whatever you want, or you can pay one smaller fee for the JPEG and then print whatever you want on a send out card and send it to your family. So then
Hmm.
you're not cutting up the pictures and putting them in an envelope and doing all the work. You're just sending them a regular card, because the
Absolutely.
pictures come out picture quality.
They do.
So if you're
I was
sending a
telling everyone
family,
I use them for my frames. When I need an 8
yeah,
by 10 or a 5 by 7, I download a picture to update my frames. Yeah.
it's
Oh,
way
that just gave
cheaper.
me a good idea. I'm in this retirement community here, right? And my neighbor just had a luau last night, and I think there were like 100 people came to it at one of the
Wow.
rec centers. And so I'll make her a big card and put all because I took a lot of individual pictures
Oh,
and
nice.
send her the card with all the neighbors' pictures in it. I didn't
That,
until you said
that's
that
a
it didn't
great
occur to me.
keepsake.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
That's
try it.
perfect. Yay.
And I show this one a lot of the Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's
What is it?
beautiful. It's the Vegas Golden Knights when we won the
Oh,
Stanley
okay. I
Cup
couldn't
last
see. I
year.
got
Hockey
it.
team,
Got
yeah.
it. I see. Oh, cool.
Yeah. I couldn't afford to buy the picture. So I was like, you know what? I'll send it to myself.
Absolutely.
Cool.
And actually, I like this one better because it's more, you can see the heart more because it's actually, the
Yes.
guys are actually in a heart.
Oh,
that's
that's
cool. Yeah, I see
neat.
the part. Mhm. I thought it was bumblebees at first.
That's just such a affordable way to get even like the team pictures when you're like the grandkids or the kids are in soccer or anything like that. When you have to pay for that stuff, it's way more money. Somebody's at my back door. Hold on.
See, I send myself cards a lot, like my word of the year.
Oh,
There
that's
you
cool.
go.
And then I put it up here on my desk so I can
Mhm.
see it. You know, and then the boys, and I have it up there with the book that I bought. And then over this, when I was back in New York a few years ago, I took pictures of my husband and the grandkids, and I printed those out and I put them in a frame in my living room. So I send myself cards a lot with stuff on it.
Yeah, I do send myself a bunch too, and like I said, I do send them to my mom, you know, with pictures of her grandchildren, great grandkids, nieces, nephews, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I send a lot to my mom too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was just the nurse didn't have me sign something. So she came back to have me sign something else. So
Well, at least she did it
Awesome.
and didn't come back a different day. You know, it's better to get it out of the way now.
Well, she's coming back twice a week, I think it is. So she's coming back Monday. But I'm happy to have them back. She helped me move. I couldn't get my mother moved up. She was laying too far down on the bed and her feet were like hanging over the bottom.
Oh,
And I couldn't get her moved up. You know what I mean? Because it was just me on one side and she wasn't assisting in any way. So I did that's the thing that I'm surprised about is I'm surprised that her uh unable to participate in any of it. So I
Yeah,
just wasn't
really.
that. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but that's all right. That's they said they're gonna see about sending somebody 5 times a week. That would be the best
A
thing
blessing.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
well,
awesome.
Lisa, Kathy was asking earlier, what's your favorite gift as far as putting with a card?
It changes, but my current favorite is the junior bakery sampler that has one coffee cake, one pink cookie, and one fudge brownie.
Oh,
So their most popular gift that sells has been consistently the brownies. The 2 brownie pack has then been their best seller. And that was the first gift they introduced was the 2 brownie pack. There was a point they didn't do gifts and the brownies was the first thing and has consistently been their top performer all along.
they're good.
So they're good, right? Um, I've gotten so many rave reviews for the coffee cake. That's why I like the junior sampler. Matter of fact, Tall, Dark, and Handsome likes the coffee cake. I sent him one of the bakery samplers, and he said, my favorite is definitely the coffee cake. So I sent him the 4-pack of coffee cake because why not? So, I guess you have to try and see what your people like.
Yeah.
But
I
that's
have a friend that's an MLM, and so I sent her the brownies, and I put the road to success is paved in brownies.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you're out trying to get business for your network marketing company or whatever it is, or trying to, um, I want to say somebody's vetting you to be their upline or something, because that happens now where people are interviewing you if they want to be in your downline or not. Nothing says I love you and want you as a customer, or I want you on my team as brownies. I mean, nobody else is doing it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And you can send them for less than $10, including the shipping. So And I like having those for when I want to thank somebody that gave me extra service,
Mhm.
a service provider. Nobody's doing it, so that's why it's so impactful. I'm so appreciative for everybody slacking off like they're doing. So nobody's sending thank you cards or gifts or nothing. So we can do this. Feels like the bare minimum, doesn't it? A thank you card and some brownies, because it
Yes.
only takes a minute to do. You can pop it right in the system and out it goes. And yet, I've had people remember that I did that for years. And if I see them somewhere, they'll say, "You're the one that sent me the brownies." And
Yeah.
it's, yeah, it's just, I
That's-
just love it. So
That is
easy.
remarkable.
So anyway, it's 2 o'clock. Sorry I wasn't here most of this time. Keep your fingers crossed for tonight, because tonight is 7 to 7:30. Mr. Jeff, I've got to have that half hour of communicating with blush-o-meter. Yeah, I got to find something nasty to say to Jeff, right? Because that's just who I am, right? Anyway, I'm going to put this up on the YouTube channel. Thank you again, Maureen. I really, really appreciate it, and everybody for holding down the fort. I appreciate it, and I'm going to go
You're
get my
welcome.
mother something for lunch, I guess. And hopefully we'll see you tonight.
Okay.
Thank
Good
you.
job, Maureen. Thank you.
Great day.
Thanks for putting up with me, guys. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Maureen.
You've done an awesome job.